in the moment right now. JDG themselves seeing those silver scrapes in their eyes, trying to get the
God, they don't have damage here.
He misses it.
Oh, why is Missing going in?
This, but Missing is tanking the turret all by himself. It is going to be run down right now, giving stacks.
They're losing Drake.
And all these stacks.
Oh, it's falling apart a bit here for JDG. They didn't have Alistar ult. They're losing Drake. They're TPing with Rumble. Rumble has no ult. They'll get Duo. They get more. They need more.
As he's been hanging out in the
Shin ult's not up either. They're using a lot. They're using so much that Zyra has decided to split push.
Down these plates.
Rookie is not nearly having as easy access to resources as his previous smaller game. You can see that JDG with that
140 stacks at 13 minutes is pretty damn good.
Plays that we're starting to see now as well. They're denying the Smaller getting as many. I'm sorry, these sound effects from that Rumble skin is really getting to me. But now maybe Kanavi's overstepped. He can go through the wall once, but he might get caught.
Impact. No.
Big ult from Kanavi. Rookie down. Nice engaged by Duo, but they don't have damage here.
He doesn't have anything to give, and now they might just give over.
Yeah, Gugu, get him!
Andre's got him cooking with the flame spitter. The man needs to get a chef hat for himself. Shaoji trying to clear the wave here to make sure he can't get dove. But JDG, they're still looking, and they've brought more bodies.
He has WW here, Shanji, but I think he's fucked.
Well, put a salute
no, he doesn't have WW.
in there for him.
He didn't have his, what is it called? Is it called Ascend? What is it called in Udyr Specif? What is it?
A significant gold lead, and when they start winning these fights, they get to use those grubs as well. JDG very much not wanting to go quietly to a 1-3 defeat against the team they hunted out of playoffs in spring. They want to bring us to 2-5 games in a row. Of course, very much in keeping with LPL plans to go the distance in so many of these series right the way from the start of it. I will say though, NIP, despite losing
fight was so long, Alistar died, respawned, ran back top and did the same play.
Across the map, it's not a completely barren trade for them, but you can just see in these longer trades, yes, the cross map is going on, but then you can't overstay in this. You only have the 3 people here. And yes, I know it's 3v3 technically, but when you're going into a Rumble ult, it's just not fair. Everyone gets clumped up into this, and your Small does not the hyper late game.
Could have showed up a lot earlier, yeah.
This is not an even 3v3, so they do overstay in this one.
I see the constant bans by NIP on a couple of these crucial picks, and you wonder, what made that adaptation come through, because this is exactly what JDG wanted. I mean, these picks that they wanted that have been banned away from them are working out so strongly.
Okay, there, observers, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Lian is very strong.
That is still great for
this is looking good for JDG.
You do have the much higher damage jungler of Lian on this Zyra, and I think particularly when you're starting to walk forwards of the Alistar and the Skarner, trying to get through the 2-item spike of the Leandra's Firelights from Lian is going to be really painful. So that gold is going to accelerate him to that point. That is important for NIP, but I will still say the problem is much unlike that last game. The gold's not going to the Smaller this time. You don't have that incredible record-breaking stacking pace coming in from Rookie. It's still very nice. Still really crazy stacking value, but it's not going to be the hyper-fed Smolder from before, which will be that huge late-game insurance brought online early.
You do have 2 items right now for Lian, but he's looking to continue stacking, give Rookie some more.
Yeah, if I was to cosplay, maybe I should cosplay Rumble.
As I thought maybe Lian might.
That sounds so cool.
More of an aggressive play now that he has the allies, but
Hey.
So close. Kanavi is going to secure that one though. His Heartsteel stacks stacking up. He's almost at 100 now, but they have a potential play on mid lane if they want to take this outer turret.
Yeah, I mean, Heartsteel gets more valuable the more you proc it.
It's like Smolder, right? It's the same, right?
Yeah, you got your
225 and
the early fighting very much helps. How's going to go in mid lane? That's what happens. Looking for engagement. No, he's not on loads of grubs. I mean, they get the tower anyway.
Yeah, that's a flash.
Though.
No, and Kanavi trying to drift out.
Pulled out of his fellow Void monster, I guess. But now
True, also, not finding much success this game.
Don't want to leave any pressure down here because they want to kind of
it's that topside fight earlier.
It's already potentially a sole point for them.
Shut up, Rumble.
Completely forgot though. I mean, yeah, Skarner is that's skin.
Yeah.
Dudes from Ixtal, I guess.
He sounds like what the Wires emote looks like unironically. Take the Wires emote, and that's what Rumble sounds like.
More important things to talk
visually. If audio could be visualized.
There are dozens of them. Actually, there are quite a lot. But anyway, Dragon up in 40 seconds. NIP do have the 2 Dragons. So NIP, they can give up Dragon, get some gold onto Smolder, and get them some extra stacks on that side if they want. I mean, if they give up this Dragon now, they will have the Smolder stacks probably by the time the next Dragon comes around. In fact, with that in mind, I think NIP should just let this one go. They're not setting up for it. They do have vision down there.
The double tier is stacking. NIP have gotten 2 Drakes already with Smolder. I think they should just let the Drakes drop.
So happy for JDG that
and try and get top tier 1, try and get gold.
Yelling the question, who can step up and help Kanavi make this dream a reality for them? And so far, everybody has. We've seen really Flantra, Yagao, and Ruler step up in their own ways across this early game so far into the mid game. And now we are on second item. Not have the transformation just
they
yet
should
for
get top tier 1. But now
they're
in a position in the map where Rumble can ult top wave. And Corki can get bot tier 1 while they get Drake. And Alistar is playing bodyguard, so I don't think NIP will get anything. JDG played the sequence so well. Can they cross to defend top tower? Is it worth?
You're not at your point in power yet, and I think completely fine to give over one dragon.
Or Ellis, much love, Ka.
Shanji dodges up there. That one didn't connect.
Alistar and Rumble can just sit on the top tower or what?
Presence around
That's crazy that they're getting away with this. They gotta do something to this. Maybe just try dive Rumble. I don't know. This is so annoying.
PP as well. Shanji has given up the pressure there. They might find kills on top of it all. Missing, giving so many stacks over to
Not
Rookie
bad.
Now as well.
They can go for bot tier 2 here. Rookie's gonna have to base in TB bot or something. This is weird.
He can't.
It's gone. Oh my god, they TP top, didn't get the tower, and they lose bot tier 2 to Yagao. Yeah, this game might just be done from that play, actually. Macro Dan's game. But to be honest, JDG played it really well to stop them from being able to do anything.
Of course, they did get the dragon before that too. It's still an advantage for them, even if NIP were willing to give that one up.
We also thought maybe the stacking was.
It's a silver scrapes.
He's still on pace. He's at 200.
Oh, he's actually really powerful.
Yeah, he's real strong. But it's NIP that need these team fights to come online. So you expect the next big team fights, they will try to fully force these. I think that's on JDG's side where we look at their composition, and their in-between moments are very strong. Their big catch-outs are very strong, and their combos are. But can they win those sustained fights?
That's the thing, right? Because NIP, they are getting to a point where they can start team fighting very, very effectively when they have multiple items on the Zyra, and of course the double kind of backliners as well. And the Smolder. JDG still have good team fight. It's just whether they can get that in the right place at the right time. I think Kanavi on the Skarner, he's where I've got my eyes on. Typically when I'm watching JDG, I have my eyes on Kanavi. He's a good player. But when he has a tanky initiator like this, it will still be quite hard to make his way to the backline, but if he manages to get that ult onto any of these immobile backliners or captain when they have that mobility down rather, that could genuinely be game winning. So watch out for Kanavi's next big engage. He has that flash. He'll have himself a chance to really slam his door shut and see if he can bring JDG to a game 5. This will be one of the biggest.
I have so many 5-game series in my system. I need them to come through. I need the moments and all the drama where reality TV brings us to. Rookie taking about half his health there. Yagao having a much, much better performance here in this game, number 4, comparatively to what he's had in the other games.
I think that's
not yapping,
really,
concerned.
Really getting that half HP on Rookie from a full Gatling gun. Set up his lane for success. And when you're in pro play, it doesn't seem like much, but taking a single advantage like that and running it through to a bigger lead is exactly what pro players can do. Yagao not have the best series, but this game is definitely much more potent from him. Now, Dragon spawning in 2 minutes, Baron already up. JDG, they are putting down a lot of wards, you can see that, and I don't really have great vision across the map, and that's going to be a little bit of an issue because it's going to make it much harder for Rookie to safely push out. Does have his stacks now, though, so that is one of the
They can't really do Baron JDG.
Now they're looking to be proactive.
But they can do a lot of Baron baits.
Has cleared his side. Has a little bit of vision to know that NIP don't necessarily have much to play for. He's looking for those in-between moments like we were talking about. Those in-between moments are going to come fewer and farther between. Dragons will be spawning here still. That NIP early stacking, reigning in their favor. I
love Jin Rumble.
Potentially on Soul Point.
So I think JDG, with the vision that they have...
It's really easy to play Baron bait with Jin Rumble. A little bit of vision. Someone walks up like Zyra. Rumble opens the Jin W. Alistar and gap close dead.
Not quite set. JDG,
and they play it really well.
Into a good spot. You get Yagao and Ruler being able to combo onto a target as well that's out of position. The fight isn't going to be good for NIP. So there is a difficulty in NIP arriving to the right part of the map. They need to do it very safely. That's going to be hard. Darn.
NIP's trajectory here.
I'm good, yo, I'm chill. Not
easiest.
sneezing, not eating, not yapping.
It so many times, but this playoff glow up that they've had these last two splits has been incredible to watch. JDG on the other side so hard on themselves for some of the lackluster moments over this last year. Now find themselves backs against the wall, but trying to rise above it all. Still have a 4,000 gold lead.
They can't do it
in this earlier part of the game. But they can threaten over with the lack of vision that NIP have over both objectives.
That vision control is probably where the game could be decided. GG. You see NIP drifting up, all 5 members on one part of the screen. Much harder to get those pickoffs if they're all stood there at the same time. Multiple items, 2 items for the carries. JDG still very, very strong though.
The Megazord has been formed for NIP. They've got all their pieces of the puzzle here together. They got Rookie with that execute.
Good fight for JDG, I think.
Very strong. Duo going forward though.
Rumble was kind of used a bit too early, I think.
Run away now as well. Yagao steps up too far, and now
Yagao
he's
just
in trouble.
completely ended it.
On the 3. Shanji getting low, as now they will end up turning back onto the Dragon Pit for JDG and NIP.
They wasted a lot of spells on FTP on
Udyr. They
Udyr.
look to capitalize again. They will just give this one over.
Fight, though.
Yeah, they do still have that dragon advantage. It'd be the second dragon for JDG, but that's not worth dying for, right? You've got to make sure you can actually win these fights. Fodic trying to get a ult across the team, maybe stop some resets. He's trying to at least allow Woodland some time on this turret. So NIP, they get a chunk of mid lane turret. Sadly for them, can't get more than that. JDG, they managed to stop NIP from getting that big turnaround onto Yagao. I will say, though, initially that did start with Kanavi not quite managing to get that big pick off onto Draw, who manages to interrupt that Intel's impact with the Magnus Sword. So, back to the objective game. Baron up, Dragon down, so there's only one side of the map which really has the focus on it. Right now, and NIP will have to do the same dance again.
The dance of Titans, if you will. A lot of veterans, a lot of
NIP
big
win
names
if
on
this
both
goes
these
late?
sides. Is it going to matter much? Take a loss here. Now catching Rookie out, though.
God,
He's going to immediately
panic.
flap his way to safety, at least. That
If it goes
vision
very
game,
late,
though,
yeah,
like we were
probably.
talking about being the decider.
But I don't think it'll go that late. I'm just waiting for JDG
You get those
to...
wards down and you think you're safe up until somehow a skill shot comes
The
out.
problem is JDG can't get bot push right now. If Rumble could get bot push, they could do so much, but Rumble can't get bot push.
His ability
So they're just going to TP him out the bot and force Baron.
They do have a true shot barrage to check every so often, but they do need to check.
It's not the fastest.
Baron already getting very low.
Where is
Leon
Rumble?
does have flash if he wants to go
Nice,
over.
he's
Missing is waiting for the counter engage here. TP's coming in. Baron
Nice
going
headbutt by
low
Missing.
again. Knocked out of the pit. He's not in an angle to take it. Now Baron
Nice
goes
by
down.
Missing.
Counter engage. Oh, the Exalt's impact
Nice
gets stopped there.
Rumble.
Stranglethorn splitting the team. JDG, they are completely split, but doesn't matter. Leon, he's not
Rookie's
with the
cooking
team
though.
either. Whoa,
Rookie's
goes in
cooking
with the
hard.
big engage. Now Flandre
The
is
smolder.
getting low, and here comes Rookie.
The smolder.
The flip of the wings, and it's not nearly an elder, but it's a smolder. As a double kill came over for
Rookie
Ruler.
is
It didn't
crying.
matter in the end, because guess
The
who's
smolder's
online,
getting-
baby?
A bit too OP.
2 for 2 overall though, and JDG get the Baron. That is a good damage check for NIP.
They got Nash.
do
They won't
definitely
get
have
Soul
damage in
for
the
a long
Smolder,
time,
despite
though.
not having the full items like
Is he
Yagao
building
is at this
Triforce
point
turret?
in the game. He is behind in the individual level, but NIP, they aren't quite getting themselves those clean team fights that they would potentially be looking towards here. Leon doesn't look for a flash steal. He is denied that by Missing, but he gets a root.
Leon gets the root off on the Q flash of Missing to stop Skarner flash
That
ulting.
means that JDG don't quite get the combat, the engagement they wanted. He did say that his competition can have some issues reaching that backline in the right way.
He doesn't get his ult off at all, Kanavi.
Which ends up killing Rel in the back there. That's where the 2 for 2 comes in from Ruler. Just about picking himself up those kills. And that will fund him towards the course. This 4th item coming up shortly. Of course, that Infinity Edge in as well. Very, very powerful point for you.
Huge 3-item spike for the 3 carries of JDG here in Ruler and Yagao. Very important moments to capitalize on. You're starting to see some of the ways this team composition works time again. And we'll have a little bit more of a season.
Is Smolder called Smolder because he's a small elder?
On this Baron
No,
buff.
then he'd be called
NIP
Smelder.
Still stacking their way to a dream as they are almost on 3 items. It looks like it's going to be a Rabadon's 3rd for Ligen.
Which is, okay, so there have been some changes to Zyra, which means that she has some more AP ratios on her plants, but less flat damage. I will say, though, just on the whole, I'm not a huge fan of Rabadons on Zyra. She's not that bursty a champion. She prefers to be applying item on
But
hits,
you're right.
stuff like that. She really likes
It
magic
is.
pen.
If you do
as
small,
opposed
it's
to those
Smolder.
ratios. Still,
You're right.
he gets
He's
towards
right,
that.
Chat.
His ult is going to use with someone, so watch how much
And
AP
that's
He's
damage
right.
he can get weirdly in that burst. And yeah, it can be a difference. It's just a little bit of a different take on the champion, which we've seen a lot.
I mean, his ults have been so crucial in separating JDG. There's a reason why he keeps grabbing the Zyra over and over again. 10 times here in these best of fives, he's taken it. Now JDG multi-lane pressure. They were looking for a dive potentially in that mid lane, just get a little pressure there. They cannot get the siege to stick up here on the top side of the map. Now NIP moves towards mid, don't get Kanavi in the end.
And Heartsteel.
Close from Drop. Just misjudged.
Yeah, it's going to be a slow one. JDG should get the next strike.
That's a big tool down though, because Drop, we saw how important he's been on that rel so far. Swing and a miss there for what has otherwise been a fantastic series for Drop. Might end up being a big difference. Like, he hits some Ruler. He does have the ult.
Ruler is very strong.
It's for Yagao though. He can't really get the damage back on the Lian. Here comes the equalizer.
Not a bad rumble. Zyra kind of run onto it.
Those pineapples, they hurt. As now JDG reposition up towards this top side.
What if JDG just bans Zyra 5 hits?
And the Baron buff is gone.
Just ban Zyra.
I don't think Lian likes a pina colada. He'd like to get away from those pineapples. As I think go for that recall, see if he can get himself towards that item sooner.
Wait, you're right. Smolder also has something to do with fire. Right? Smolder. Molding? Wait, this name goes hard.
JDG don't need the best vision control for this. Imagine how much more difficult this would be.
Small Elder Smoke.
What's kind of set up from JDG. And IP, they don't necessarily know that. They're walking down towards the spot side, but you know they're going to be slow to it. They're going to give up yet another dragon. The bonus of them taking 2 early dragons.
Is the word smold?
A lot of stats to give over to JDG, even when you're stacking
It's so much stats to give
I'm thinking of the word
It's
smithereens.
terrifying. And they have decent damage, but they're going to have to make it stick here.
All right.
As well. Maybe just
5k gold beats JDG and Triple Mountain. Triple Mountain is nice for Skarner. But Rookie is level 16 on Smolder. 334 stacks. He's going Liandry's. So Nemesis told me that the Liandry side of Smolder isn't great.
You just don't have that yet for NIP.
Because they changed his AP scalings on Smolder. He doesn't think Liandry's is worth it. And they buffed Smolder's Q crit ratio. So it's really weird that people aren't building crit.
Is not bad. I will say, of course,
and he's played a lot of Smolder mid, so I trust his opinion. I won't take it like as gospel, but this is the crit size, the
Cassante, Ornn, which can be just
actually can't speak today.
Like that. He is tanky, but it's just not quite at that same hyper tank kind of level. It does mean that Jhin, when he's ahead of the game like this, can still do a huge amount of damage to him. If you're not careful, you drop low, half HP, you start getting those execute values really coming online. As we set up for the next phase of play, JDG once again putting down some wards, once again forcing NIP to play scared. They're forcing them to play as far away from the Pokeball as they can, using ults like this, because what else are you to do? You have to
Chat, you can't say streamer over world champ. If you apply that logic, you cannot have an opinion about any pro player if you're not a pro player. So chat, your opinion is invalid about everything, no matter what.
And now Lian and Rookie, they're being collapsed on. Kanavi going for the impale, can't get the combo there though. Lian will burn his flash, Stranglethorn back. NIP,
so when you say Omega Lul, insert player name here.
It is also Shanji who's
he's dead.
He's dead. Kanavi getting low. Kanavi will not be executed. But here comes Photic.
You're not allowed to do that.
They want the combos. Rookie just a little bit off of the damage profile there. JDG, they do not get that inhib turret. And now they're going to be a little bit behind the play to set up on the map.
Jeez, that was so close to a couple of those carries going down. Well, rather,
yeah, Kanavi died there. They could set up an Ash.
Kanavi, we did say
this is not, I mean, this is getting scary. Rookie lost his flash though.
Still has himself decent Yago, buddy, you got to be careful there. If they know that there's no one stood behind you, it could be very dangerous. And hey, gets away with that one. While all this is happening, Shanji showing that, of course, he can still push out that bot lane despite the anti-tank-ish build coming in from Flandre with the double mask stacking Riftmaker Liandry. He gets himself into the turret while that is happening, so he gets some gold back for his team. 2.5 minutes now for NIP to decide where they're going to fight. They have that soul point looking across from them at JDG, and if you give 4 Mountain Dragons over JDG, yes, you have great anti-tank in that Smolder. That is still going to be very, very hard to go against with that Mount Sol, though. NIP need to find a fight. Their time is running out.
Chat is actually the CEO of Bad Takes. Every time they say I'm watching and I play solo queue and hit child, they all say order. That's the only thing they can say. It wasn't you who played.
Are hoping they get a little bit of something special here. They've been buying a lot of time in the setup. Now they're going to
missing kind of fault here. He's going to get chunked. And Kanavi's going to get chunked as well. He got a good ult onto Zyra and Rel. They got nothing off almost. They didn't have anything. Ruler time. Boom. 1. Boom. Rookie's trying to cook 2. 4th. Nice block by Shanji. Rookie got 2. This Smolder is a problem. Does Rookie fly on him?
His teammates here, as he does end up getting a couple kills back. It's still JDG who are pushing them to the brink.
Superhero
Smolder
play
is
from
so
Shanji
powerful.
to make sure the game doesn't completely end.
He's going RFC third, 4th.
Doesn't save his carries.
RFC 4th. Wait, what do you go? What do you go last item then?
Initially gets caught. We did say that the engage combo from JDG.
What do you go last item?
Quite hard to pull
if you go RFC.
Lian, no flash, Kanavi gets on top of him. He doesn't get the double AD carries, but getting that Zyra down is pretty huge. He doesn't have a Zonyas, doesn't have a Banshee.
Crazy how hard they won, how hard JDG won the initial part of the fight, but NIP still cooked. Shanji's block here was big.
Unless Shanji goes in to block that final shot, they do manage to turn things around and just about take down the giant Scorpion in the back end of that, and at least make sure it is a Pyrrhic victory for JDG.
Oh, Ruler. Both is going at it. Perfect's losing that one hard. He's burning, and now he's just Andre, long distance, brother. JDG.
The cats just say long distance, brother.
A little bit caught out. Now Joe's the one getting caught out. He's just dying. He does have to flash away from the deadly flourish there.
Now, this is a weird dance, isn't it? Can JDG get Baron before they lose Soul?
JDG have just been much more composed. They've been very
strange they're doing Baron here.
They've set up the map. They haven't been flinging themselves in
15 seconds. Can they one-shot it and run to Dragon?
Found themselves 2 great fights in a row. They'll be able to get themselves the Baron.
Never mind.
Which does mean that there's a chance that the Dragon goes down on the other side of the map, whether Lian gets there in time. I don't think he will do. So JDG, they get themselves the Baron. They'll get themselves the Soul. In NIP, they have
it's a game 5.
Fight in that 2.5
it's a game full.
They're going to be against some hyper late game buffs now at this point. Yeah, that's not looking great from Foti. He gets caught out. Of course, gets massively burst out by Ruler, who has 2 levels up from him. Just the tag from that equalizer takes him down. JDG, in one fell swoop, punished the misposition from NIP.
Hey, you were buying time. You said, oh, we'll take the next fight. We'll get, oh, no, the next one. Oh, no, the next. Oh, wait, they already have the Soul.
All gone now.
4 Mountain Dragons in a row for JDG on a composition where health-wise, they just completely outstack NIP, and they know that. They're putting the hurt in, and now
4
they're
Mountain Dragons with this Skarner.
So, NIP fans, Rookie fans out there, now we ask the question, how much hyper late game carrying can a Smolder do in the current meta? 4 items, rapid fire cannon built up, but you're against a quad Mountain Dragon, Mountain Soul team. It feels so unbelievable, and then NIP can work their way back from this point. JDG, they have been good at using their front line. Look at this, Knavi is so tanky. They sat there, they're getting skill shots onto it, just doesn't matter.
We labeled it a boxing championship match for a reason. Going all 5 games, it felt things here. JDG on the
just milked some stacks. 420, 426. Is it over? Even though they have Mountain, Soul and Baron, is Smolder really powerful enough to
25 seconds left on the Baron buff. JDG
win the game?
Return as these waves continue to crash, but NIP's clear now with Rookie down here is pretty strong.
And that's the great thing about the true damage burn coming through alongside the Leandries and the mixed damage just overall from Smolder. Your wave clear is good. You can hold on to one wave like that. Level 18 continuing to get stabs.
No shot. No, nothing gonna do that. Oh my god, it's so... It could actually be really good. Ruler has no flash, I take it back. Good cleanse. Insta-cleanse. Insta-cleanse. Big knock-up. Nice Skarner ult. Rumble ult hurts like fuck.
Okay, the burn. Is it going to be enough? NIP? They're not going down? All right, now we have the
Shanji's
out.
out.
The True Shot Barrage not going to be there. JDG, they barely make it out alive, but they're still 5-man strong.
But it is less complicated.
I think Nymira DC'd and Mazel's screen froze. So
yeah, no problem. I was frozen there for a second as well. But, you know, NIP somehow made something happen. And now JDG, they will end up backing out. They will get full item builds for Ruler. And now getting very close for Yagao and Kanavi as well.
The power of these teams so powerful that we need to see.
Honestly, it really is.
It is just that, going past that 36-minute mark, and we are really into the hyper late game. Smolder does very much thrive here, but will it be enough?
So far, the answer to that question has been no. JDG have had a
what is Ezreal building with that serrated Dirk? What is bro cooking?
Pretty much this entire game. And they've been just slowly cracking.
Going BT and bot serrated instead of pickaxe or what?
I don't know why Rookie's been just smiling and like laughing the last like minute and a half in his cam, and I love it. Even though their backs against the wall here, they're super heavily down, they still have a lot of that siege fighting potential.
Serpent's Fang. Yeah, maybe he does need Serpent's Fang. Actually, maybe he was going BT and he pivoted to Serpent's Fang because of this shit. I mean, Rumble Skarner, Mountain Soul.
Practice hyper lane game. You have to learn that through living through it a lot of the time. And now, Elder up in 2 minutes 40. That's kind of a bonus to NIP. I suppose.
You want me to play TFT?
Early dragons as well. It's
that
not
game's
just
too easy.
For the stacks there, it also means that JDG couldn't get themselves an Elder, which probably would have ended the game after that point. JDG still massively favored in this game. They get a tiny bit of damage.
It's fun though.
Catch someone out on vision. This game does just end. But NIP, credit to them for at least making
it's fun, though.
Harder for JDG to look toward those kills.
No one said that.
6,000 workable health now on this Skarner. Oh, incredible stuff to see as they've had so much strength in a lot of these fights, just finding those big pickouts, finding the members to take down. And NIP, they are just holding up in their base, holding up and making sure that they can hit the item spikes that they need to try to fight this.
Folks, in case you hadn't got the memo, LPL has 8 competitive 5 post Rumble stage, post that. We have an extra 3 out of the finals. We have an extra 3 out of the finals as well from the regional qualifiers. Folks, we have 18 of these to go through. We're only into just a few of them. 3 from the Nice Rivals, a couple coming in from playoffs as well, and we're getting ourselves potentially
Serpent's Fang, easy real. Rookie still building his last item. Elder's 30 seconds off the Baron spawn.
Trying to be as responsible, that's the word I keep using, being responsible with the way that they keep playing around this map. They can't walk up beyond this.
What do you want me to add?
Well, he's trying to walk up like this, knows he has that wallbox, he can survive a little bit. It's really hard for NIP to push beyond this.
Yeah, it's very hard, but you know what changes the whole tempo of the game? Elder Dragon. As they will have that opportunity potentially to flip the game on that one. About a minute out, but the Baron is coming up in about 30 seconds. Now that we see the fog cleared a little bit, JDG had just come back off of a reset.
6 item
Yagao is now full.
6 item Jin.
Completed as well with RFC there. And
5
JDG
item Skarner with Mountain Soul.
So, NIP managed to get some control of this mid wave. That is important. If you don't have vision in your jungle, which, you know, NIP have half-hearted, you can just push through mid lane. It's much easier to get into the river, big river brushes. That's a big equalizer, and a great chunk onto Leanne.
Oh, you can't see. Okay, now, whoa, take the fourth shot, that's the damage done.
Well, there goes Baron, but it's not the end of the world for NIP. They use Rumble and Jinult.
He'll be able to heal up a lot, though, as
Duo has Warmox, right? Does he have Warmox?
They are
yeah, he has Warmox, right?
20 seconds, so JDG leaving 2 people there. I don't know whether NIP know that everyone is over there.
Leanne can heal up with camps. And now here we go, a fight without these ults.
Really contest both.
Elder's up in 5, guys. JDG, you're face checking into them now. You got Baron, but that's not gonna matter. Here goes NIP. Just bursting it down.
Okay, so Dragon
no Zyro.
NIP bursting it down. Can they do it quick enough? There will be
a chance. They're not going to do it quick enough, but they're gonna have to take the fight. Nah, unplayable. Mountain Soul's too OP. They got no damage. Oh, nice flashes though.
It's gone to hell in a handbasket. JDG. They know they had it.
Rookie doesn't have the damage for this. Rookie doesn't have the damage for this. He's trying to TP mid to get the wave. But Yagao counter TP.
On the precipice of singing those sweet, sweet silver screams.
Rookie tried to teleport mid lane to kill the wave, but a counter teleport came back from KDG to make sure the mid wave survived.
GG game 5.
No way is it a 5-game series between JDG and NIP? Really? Oh my god.
All the glitz, all the glam, Yagao stepping up big in a moment he needed to. We knew that Rookie had the better of him all along. JDG, they will not go quietly in these playoffs, and they will push us all the way to 5 games.
Oof, I think they should have taken Jin on 4 instead of the Zyra. The Jin was so big for them in that draft with Rumble.
JDG NIP I don't think a lot of people would have thought that JDG would be sat here chasing the series 2 times, going 1-0 down, and then an extra 2-1 down after that, but they bring us to that game 5, draw us level again, and now JDG, they can see if they can somehow secure
oh boy.
should have been for them a
I'm not adding XTD guards. It's not happening. That emote is bad.
Trade blow for blow. My God, of course we got to go all 5. One last game to decide if you can continue on here in this playoff run. We'll see you on the other side of this equation.
All right, a 10-minute break again. Add ruh? What is ruh? That's not getting added. Now, normally we listen to Silver Scrapes here, but because it's the LPL stream, they're gonna play Silver Scrapes 4 times in a row, like they did last playoffs, and it drives me crazy. So we're not gonna watch it until we get into draft, because they're gonna play the draft as well at some point as well. It's gonna be endless. You wanna listen to it? Okay, let's listen to it. Okay, fine, we can listen to it. You wanna listen to it? You wanna listen to it for 15 minutes straight? Okay. All right. I mean, it's the first playoff Silver Scrape, so we'll oh no, it's not the first. FPX had one, but we'll play it just for chat. Oh boy, wait till you hear the song after this one. You're gonna love this.
Duo TFT with Baus? That sounds like a disaster. That sounds like a disaster. It's another day, chat. It's another day, and it's another day of K-Corp fans in my mentions. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're sitting there waiting for a casual tweet. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like, oh my god. It's like a Kinder Egg surprise. Wake up, what day is gonna be the day where the KC fans go crazy? Oh, today's the day.
He's this, he's that, he's this. I'm gonna accuse him of that. I'm gonna accuse him of this with no context.
Bro, it's crazy. I'm gonna eat the baits. They're camping my Twitter on refresh.
Oh, we have 10 minutes of Silver Scrapes. We can yap. We can yap. We can yap.
What is this link? I wonder when the day they'll start charging me rent will be.
Alright, what is this? Don't play it, you won't finish it anyway. We really need to stop this cable doesn't really okay? When I get home. I'll finish it all.
True.
That was 2 months ago. I will finish it all. But I didn't say how long it would take me. I mean, it is difficult. It is difficult. It is difficult. Hey. I've only died 700 times. Listen. You can accuse me of being a fraud for not killing Radan, but I've died 700 times. Kai Cenat died 1,000 times and got a therapist. Okay? I'm not there yet. And I actually got really close to killing him multiple times. He's gone. He's gonzo. What is this? This is what you sound like? What is this?
I don't sound like that.